Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Sheikh Anta. The method of government is based on the systematic use of statistics as in Egypt. Surveys, integral census of the country's peoples and goods. Everybody must be well paid. Officials who provoke discontent in one region are moved to other areas, or the revolt is crushed. Various techniques, all the way to religious swindling, false miracles, are used to fill the state coffers. The king is a usurer and practices lending with interest. This is not a pure AMP state in the traditional sense. In all the branches of economy, of agriculture, and of commerce, there exists a state sector and a private sector. Labor is well paid. Labor is wage paid, even that of the slaves in royal workshops, who can buy their freedom by saving money to do so. The economy is based on money. There is a clear cut difference in classes. There is a true merchant class instead of the state controlling all commerce. The cities are functional and in no way superfluous, as theory would have it. Each section of the town is occupied by a given social class. The economic level is very high, production is abundant, and is even based on a sector of heavy industry, of metals and mining. Currency is used, and the division of labor is very much developed. The line is drawn between domestic activities and productive work, and agriculture itself is treated as a trade. There is a separation between rural agriculture and urban industry. In addition, Dambuyan judges if difficult, if not absurd, to consider the AMP as interior and inferior to the slave system. It would appear rather as parallel to the pre capitalist systems. The society was not based on slavery. The state was not the representative of the slave owners, as in Athens or in Rome. The slaves did not constitute a separate class. Only the Sudra, representing the aboriginal population conquered by the newly arrived Aryans, were treated like the Helots in Sparta. One could do with them whatever one pleased. During Catullus' epic, the killing of a Sudra was no more punishable than killing of a frog. The Hellenism culminated during Brahmid's time and continues in attenuated form during the Maurya epic. It is forbidden, except in special cases, to send a Sudra child into slavery, which later means that it makes of him or her an Aryan. 3:13. We can see in the case of India's Sudra a striking example of how man's exploitation by man, the antagonism between classes, espouses the ethnic contour of the group of the first occupants of the land, conquered by invaders, like the Helots of Sparta vis a vis the Dorian lords. The India of the Maurya Empire is thus a highly evolved AMP society, driven by an extraordinary dynamism. And if the system does not fall apart, it is not for lack of internal pressure, but because of its keen awareness of the pressure, which causes it to be always on guard and to defend itself daily through spying, swindling, assassination, and the most rational possible economic and financial organizations. We'll stop there and continue back with civilization or barbarism. I'm your bro, Riley. Hi, sir.